One-foot-flipper.
Hi, Paige here, the One Foot Flipper. Today, we're going to talk about the biggest YouTube reseller that seemingly no one ever talks about. I mean, I've never heard anyone mention him, never seen his videos crop up in my feed, nothing. And believe me, this guy is killing it in views and in subs. Seemingly every time he posts a video, gets over 10,000 views. Seemingly every time he posts a video, gets over 10,000 views and gains him thousands of subscribers. Matter of fact, this reseller has more subs than ADHDave, American Arbitrage, Jride Flips, or Technsports. Yet, I've still never heard anyone mention him. Maybe it's just a silent thing. I don't know. I'm talking, of course, about New England Cajun Roots Reseller, LLC. What, you never heard of him? Neither had I. Someone pointed him out to me a few days ago. And he seems to be a bit of a mystery, and I'm specifically choosing to do the minimum research here. I want you guys to explain it to me in the comments, honestly. So I watched his latest video, and it seemed to be normal reselling content from a very normal guy, showing off his various finds. Seemed to be extremely normal reseller content, and the video got 13,000 views. And when I checked over on what's it called, Social Blade, looks like that video gained him 2,900 subscribers, which is incredible, by the way. And I looked him over on Social Blade a bit more because I thought, well, maybe he's got a million, maybe he's got all these subs, but he's a zombie channel. A zombie channel is what I like to call a channel that used to be popular 10, 12, 13, 14 years ago, and they have a massive number of subscribers, but nobody watches them anymore. There are quite a few zombie channels out there. But no, this guy isn't a zombie channel. He's gaining subs left and right and gaining massive numbers of views and subs every month. So it is not a zombie channel. And just normal looking video. Nothing bad to say about it. Nothing outstanding either. It's just normal. So I go back, his previous video before his most recent one was, here's your chance to change your bingo numbers or sign up. I didn't watch this whole video. I just kind of scrolled through it, watched a few little segments real quick, and apparently it's just 100% a video about how to change your bingo numbers or sign up for his bingo live stream. And that video got 15,000 views and gained him 4,200 subscribers. Is that the secret? Maybe he's incredibly popular in live streams, and that is the solution here. So I clicked over the live tab. Yeah, he does frequent lives, but they only get between 100 and 200 views. And the bingo event that inspired 4,200 people to subscribe to his channel only got 198 views. So that even really deepens the mystery, doesn't it? So I clicked back over to the main tab, started going back in time, and yes, seemingly everything he posted was getting massive views on the normal videos, not the lives, until suddenly, right between a video with 29,000 views and 17,000 views, was an on-topic video with 87 views. And then it went right back to thousands of views per video. Then it suddenly dropped to a whole string of videos with 100 views, 200, one with 500. And there were a few then with randomly a few with who had 12,000 or 14,000 views peppered in. I don't understand this whatsoever. My worst, it's just a mystery to me. I don't get it. I can't explain it. Maybe you can explain it to me in the comments. My mind is fried trying to figure it out. So let's just do some sales. All right, let's do some sales here. I've got $1,107 here in sales to show you. This segment's going to look a little bit different than my usual sales segments because I, being the true professional YouTuber that I am, can't find my tripod for my camera, so I've got to hold it in my hand like an animal. First sale, $16.47. We've got 3 records: REO Speedwagon, Jefferson Starship, and James Gang with Joe Walsh. They took advantage of my buy 2 get 1 free on a lot of my records. First person to ever do that. Customers do not notice those buy 1 get 1 discounts all that often. Let's see, what's up next? Super Nintendo, Donkey Kong Country, $12. Sold in less than a day. Pretty much all the video game stuff you're going to see here is sold in less than a day because it's all new listings. Barbra Streisand, $2.40. Glad it's gone. Williams Arcade, Greatest Hits, $5. These are the same group of games that Joust, Robotron, Defender, and so on. All those games had the same hardware in the arcade. So they've been put into collections together many times. I actually used to own an arcade game that had exactly all of those games because there's a kit you could put on the original hardware and make it run the extra games. I sold a role-playing game map. This folds out pretty big, $7 plus shipping. Since they've expanded the categories that standard envelope shipping can go in, I'm now able to ship this in an envelope. Isn't that great? Super Mario Kart, $24. Not bad at all. What do we got? We got a rollback here for this. Whoa. Got a Dinotopia puzzle. Big, tall, vertical puzzle. Those are semi-common in Australia, but apparently quite rare in America. Sold for $21.82. That was a Goodwill Bins find. Sold a Star Wars box for the Nintendo. All of these boxes I'm about to show you, none of them have cartridges. Some of them have some of the various inserts, but most of them don't even have the manuals. But this sold for $50. Super Spy Hunter box sold for $60. The Addams Family box sold for $30. Did you know Nintendo boxes can get that expensive? The Immortal box sold for $30. Yep, they really are that expensive. Joust, $25. Double Dragon 2, The Revenge, $60. After I sold this, I found the manual to it, but it was too late. It was already sold, so I'll sell the manual separately. The Black Bass, $20. Would you think that this entire game would even be worth $20? Game and box, much less just the empty box. Star Trek, $30. All right, let's keep this train rolling. Hercules for the Nintendo 64. This box is pretty rough, but it's a very rare game. This was everything but the cartridge, sold for $70. 3 minutes later, I found the cartridge, and this had already sold. So I'll have to sell the cartridge separately. This next one is a viewer sale. Yep. It's not just Dave and Kevin who get viewer sales. I get one every once in a while. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi Braid, sold for $10.80 on an offer. And the message is, I'm absolutely speechless. This is a thing. Thanks for the great offer. I'm getting this for my sister and our fiance who died when I showed this to them. My husband Jesse and I have been watching your videos for a while, and they are incredibly helpful and at times entertaining. Thanks for all you do. Ashley, the Atomica Thrift Team. Thanks so much, Ashley. So good to hear from you. And that was a Goodwill Bins find, so it cost me about 10 cents or so. We got Super Punch-Out for the Super Nintendo, $23.75. Super Punch-Out was also an arcade game called Super Punch-Out a good decade before the Super Nintendo came out. Anybody tell me, is Super Punch-Out a direct port of the arcade version? Well, as direct as they could, because the arcade version had 2 monitors. Or is it its own thing? Let me know in the comments, because I never played that version. I've got a Super Mastermind board game, $17.99. I have $1 into that. It came from a big bulk buy of board games a couple months ago. The poster to the movie Ice Age, I will just put that up on the screen. However, I'm holding back on shipping this out because I wrote double-sided in the title to this, but this poster is not double-sided. Sold for $9.87. I'm awaiting to hear if the customer still wants it. Bassins, Black Bass for the Super Nintendo, $25. Now, what makes this worth money is that it says Bassin on it. The very first, I think, release of this game, the very first batch said Bassins, or maybe it's the very last batch, but either way, this game is normally called Super Black Bass. but the one that says Bassins instead is quite rare, and it turns it from a $2 game to a $25 game. Because I guess fishing games just never that popular. All right, let's go back to game boxes. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project, $150, box only. That was the best one of the boxes, by the way. Super Mario Bros. 3, relatively good condition, still has most of the shrink wrap on it, $40. Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, $40. WWF WrestleMania Steel Cage Challenge, $33. What else we got? This is the other kind of viewer sale. I sold a lot of 4 modeling or 4 paintbrushes. Got these from Zach, so we're going to put a little money on his spreadsheet. These sold for $18, and Zach will get some money on his spreadsheet. This is a Nikon hood for a 35mm. Oh, nope, it's for a 105mm camera. $26.19. Not bad. That did come from Metabubbles, so he'll get some money on his spreadsheet. Just sold a card playmat, Flamingo with Monocle. A famous, much more famous YouTuber than I am, but in a different area, Alpha Investments, he has that same mat, and he often opens card packs on that same mat, so I put his channel and name in the title of the mat, and it made it sell rather fast. Alright, that's all the sales that I've got right now, other than cards. Hey, thanks for hanging out for the whole video. If you know anybody who gets thousands of subscribers for every video that they post, why don't you give them a link to this channel? I could use a few more subs. Thanks, and I hope to see you again soon.